This is Sending Cards on Saturday with Janine Bolon. I've been with Send Out Cards for over 4 years, and I have watched my business triple. And some people say, oh, it's not just the cards, it's all the other marketing that you're doing. But I just wanted to let you know I am a referral-based business only. I do not spend money on marketing. I spend money on sending cards. And so this is what I have done. And so I hope this is helpful to you in some way if you are a part of sending cards or send out cards, or even if you're not a part of Greener Still, send out cards, banner cards, or anything like that, you can still use these systems just sending small notes to people or sending people note cards. So I just wanted to share that with you. This originally started off as a send out cards Saturday training during 2020. I had started the trainings in 2019, but they really ramped up in 2020 as I tried to help as many people as possible that were being forced out of the workplace and they were going into multi-level marketing firms. I'm actually a corporate trainer as well as a professional broadcaster and podcaster. My niche is that I help new authors get on podcast shows. I've written 11 books myself, and I run a YouTube channel. And you will see in some of the links, I will ask you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year so that I can get chapter headings in my educational videos. So thank you for helping me out with that. So let's talk about some basic business building. Now, many of you have run your own businesses. You're very aware of basic business building, but I do want to remind you that a lot of times we forget to send cards to our current contacts. And so I always recommend that when was the last time you looked up Facebook, how many people you had on Facebook, how many people you had in your phone, how many people that you knew in LinkedIn. When was the last time you downloaded those email addresses and reached out to those people? So I just wanted to let you know that a relationship marketing person is always playing the long game. Like, I am not in business to make a quick buck, make it fast, and then dash out. When I get into a business, I usually have anywhere from a 5 to 15-year plan. I've run 17 businesses of my own. And so I just wanted to let you know, these are my philosophies or my mindset. Now, to show you that the systems I use do work, is I started off with 289 addresses in my address book on April of 2020. And just to educate people, I was like, okay, I will show you exactly what I do with send out cards. And over the course of the last 2 years, I went from 189 to 441 by August of 2020. And then just today, I took a screenshot for you. I'm at 922 people. So that is quite a growth curve over the last 2 years, as all I did was ask people for their addresses and I would send them cards. What I also find funny is that my revenue from my business has grown from where I started off at around $60,000 a year. I'm now making $165,000 a year in my business. So I just wanted to let you know, those are some numbers that will help you understand that if you make the time to send cards, it is incredible what happens as people come to know you, like you, and trust you with, as you know, that is the way you have great business with your relationship marketing. So one of the things people say was, Janine, how did you do it? It was very simple. I would get on Facebook and LinkedIn. I would sing happy birthday to the people who had birthdays. I do that. It's in my calendar. And I spend anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. And at the very end, I'd say, hey, I'd love to send you a birthday card, but I don't have your address. And literally, that is how I built out. And then every time I was on Zoom with people, that was another way. So some systems for you for the busy entrepreneur. As you know, birthdays are excellent. And if you've been in send out cards for any length of time, you also know that Callie Teagarden talks about how she sends out birthday cards, but does half birthday cards. I don't care what system you use, just start building out a system so that you can get this stuff to work for you. Now, every time I'm on Zoom with somebody, I will ask them for their address and they will get this card from me. And I'll say, hey, it was lovely seeing you on Zoom. And then when they open up the card, they'll see something that's very specific to my area of the country. Now, I live in Colorado, so I always take a picture of either Mount Meeker or I take a picture of Long's Peak. And those mountains are very indigenous in our area, of course. And so people love seeing that. And then I write a small note, hey, hope things are going well for you. Thank you for spending time with me. And then I make sure I put them on a monthly card system. If they're people that I know I want to keep warm in my contact list because I know they would make potentially great clients. Another one that I like to give is I will take send out cards, and I have this you are on mute because I am a professional broadcaster. I do radio shows, podcast shows. I'm on Zoom most of my life. Um, what is it that you see all the time, no matter whether it's a mastermind, a class, a workshop? People are saying, hey, dude, you're on mute, right? And so I made up these little cards courtesy of my upline, Ian Kingwill, who was the first one to show me these things. This is the second card people get from me. So the first card they get, hey, great seeing you on Zoom. And then the second card they get from me is, hey, I wanted you to get a you're on mute card to help you out with your online meetings, right? The next one is people forget to ask. This is a system that I've started every time I'm on Zoom with people. I'm asking them, hey, what's your address? What's your address? Do not hesitate to ask. I've even had people who said to me, oh my gosh, Janine, I never give out this address. I don't like giving out my address. And I tell them, look, I live all the way across the globe from you. I am not going to stalk you. I don't have time. I'm like, I just wanted to send you a thank you card. I'm old school that way. I always get the address. And the times when I don't get the address, like the 2 times out of the over 900 times I've asked, let me tell you something, I just let it go. The other thing is, one of the reasons it's so important that you stay in touch and you continually do monthly sends and multiple card sends is that when I get return addresses back, what I love doing is I snap a picture of it and then I talk to the person on Facebook or LinkedIn or wherever I met them and I say, hey, what did I do wrong? It's amazing how many people will say, Janine, you didn't do anything wrong. I absolutely love your cards. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot to give you my address. So it's how I stay in touch with my people. And what's fascinating with my community is I know ahead of most of their family members that somebody got divorced or they had a new baby or something like that. It's amazing how many people educate me even before those intimate with them, just because I'm in touch with them through the mail. So if you think, how can I make a difference? First of all, you just being in business makes a difference because you are solving problems and helping people. But the second way you can make a difference is when you start habitually sending cards, you start getting text messages like this. This is something I got 6 months ago, and I was singing happy birthday. Now, do I sing well? Absolutely not. But I had a lady say to me, I haven't had anyone sing happy birthday to me since I was 24. I teared up just now. Thank you so much. She then gave me her address. She said, you are so amazing. And I was like, I'm so happy I could bring tears of joy to you. Okay. She then went on to text me and say, nobody has sung me happy birthday since my mother died. And so this was a very incredible text message. And I just wanted to share with you, we are making a difference in people's lives. Do not take these cards that you're sending out for granted. As people go through what little mail they get these days, they really do like the fact that you're just sending them a card to lighten their load. You're just sending them a card to say, hey, how's it going? Now, one of the things I want to encourage entrepreneurs is spend most of your 80% of your time sending cards just to lighten people's load, sending jokes. I have a dad who literally sends dad jokes in the mail, stuff like that, just goofy little cards that are part of his humor. But one of the things that we talk about is only spend maybe 10 or 15% of your cards as being actual pitch cards where you're actually doing business. Now, I will let you know with my referral based business, I almost never do any selling in my card sending. All of my cards, I want people to open them. I have what I teasingly refer to as a 99.9% open rate. People have found my cards years later, have opened them and shown them to me and said, Janine, I can't believe this fell behind a desk and here it is. So let me tell you something. What can you invest in from a marketing or promotional standpoint that gives that much service from a stamp? Okay. So it's just incredible to me what Send Out Cards has done for me. Realize that people will start looking for your cards, especially when you start systemizing them. And as you systematize them, they will love you for it. Why? Because as we have talked about before, the reason that 67% of people walk away from your business is because they don't think you care about them. And as hard as we work to gain our clients, to gain our customers, that's heartbreaking to an entrepreneur to find out. So Send Out Cards lets them know you care. Okay. If you have any questions or would like additional training, please let me know. I ask you to sign up for Friday Coffee with Janine. It's a 1 hour open office hours. I used to be a college professor and I have 87 online courses that I teach. And with all that being done, I have a lot of students. I have 588 students in my online university. And so I have these open office hours at Friday mornings at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. So go ahead and register. And if you're curious about where on earth do I go to get this, just go to the8gates.com/links. And at the very bottom, you'll see that open coffee. So this has been Janine Bolon with Sending Cards on Saturday. I hope this training has helped you a little bit. If you have any questions, come to the Open Friday Coffees. I'd be glad to answer any questions that you happen to have. I wish you happy card sending.